It turns out that dying from laughter is a real phenomenon. This was a cruel medieval punishment known as the goat torture. First, the prisoner was tightly bound to a torture platform. Then, a mixture of salt water, honey, sugar, and other substances was applied to the soles of their feet. A young adult goat was then brought in. The goat would quickly smell the mixture and begin frantically licking the prisoner's feet. The prisoner would experience unbearable itching and couldn't help but burst into laughter. What's more, because a goat's tongue has small barbs, prolonged licking would eventually wear through the skin of the prisoner's feet. The broken skin, combined with salt, honey, and the intense tickling sensation, could in severe cases lead to loss of bladder and bowel control. Enduring this mix of agony and pleasure, the prisoner would eventually die of suffocation from non-stop laughter. This was an extremely cruel torture method used in the Persian Empire. The condemned was secured inside a specially designed boat-shaped container, with only their head, hands, and feet exposed. They were then forced to drink a large amount of a mixture of milk and honey, which induced diarrhea. At the same time, honey was smeared on the prisoner's eyes, nose, mouth, and other exposed areas, to attract flies, mosquitoes, and other insects. Finally, they were set adrift on a swamp or river. Before long, the honey would attract large numbers of insects such as flies and mosquitoes. These insects would not only bite the prisoner, but also find an ideal environment for breeding. The accumulated waste inside the container, combined with high temperatures, would promote bacterial growth, leading to severe infections and tissue necrosis. As a result, the prisoner would remain fully conscious, while experiencing their skin being eaten away, and their body rotting in filth. Their life would slowly fade away in extreme pain and humiliation, a process that could last for days or even weeks. This is arguably the most brutal execution method in Chinese history. When ancient emperors faced rebels, they often wished to tear them limb from limb. The emperor once ordered soldiers to pull a rebel's head, hands, and feet in different directions with all their might, hoping to inflict tearing pain on the rebel's limbs and head. But aside from some pain, the rebel's body showed no signs of tearing, so the emperor thought of using horses. Ropes were tied to the rebel's hands, feet, and head, with the other ends attached to 5 horse-drawn carts facing different directions. The soldiers were ordered to whip the horses simultaneously, making them gallop forward. The result was extremely brutal. Under the intense pulling force of the rapidly running horses, accompanied by a blood-curdling scream, the rebel's body was instantly torn apart.